good. So we ought to be able to get a good 45 minutes out of it, get more than that. We'll trim off this first part where I'm talking. Right now, I want everybody to be quiet, and I want everybody to watch it, and if it's not following me, let me know, okay? If it's following me, okay, you don't need to wait for that thing. Do not do it when I'm going to cut this a little bit out, but I'm making sure, and move these book bags so when I have to go through, I'm not breaking my neck, okay? When I have to go through here, put them up on your desk, so, and can I move yours right here? I want pictures. How about if I put it right there now? All right, then I won't trip. So, I'm going to go over this right here. No, I don't want to take it out of the case. Okay? That's why it's got such a good case. Yes, ma'am.
So,
Huh? Yeah. It's on the floor where I tripped on it. Caroline, can you get that bottle somebody left with that in the trash? All right. We're going to get started today. Okay, we got one person out in the restroom, but he'll be back in a minute. We got the attendance done and everything. Now, we're going to continue with our activity that we started the other day, the problem-solving adventure, the dot and the line math track. Could I get Hannah to read our Today We Will statement?
Apply dimensions to solve real-world problems.
All right, apply dimensions to solve real-world problems. What are dimensions? What do you think of when you hear that word dimensions? What do you think of dimensions? Irene, could you give me length, width, and what? Height. All right, what else do you think of, John Kelly? 2D or 3D. All right. Molly, what do you think of? You think of layers. Okay, that's good. Layers, you're thinking of different layers. That's interesting. Anybody else have anything to add? What their thoughts are about dimension? All right. How many different types of dimensions have we studied in math class recently? How many have we done? How many? All right, put your fingers up and show me how many. All right. All right, 3. All right, what are the ones that we've studied so far? 3 dimensions. What are their names, really? One-dimensional? Yep. 3-dimensional, good. All right, what is an example of a one-dimensional object? A line. Okay. What is an example of a 2-dimensional object?
A square.
A square. All right. What's an example of a 3-dimensional one? A cube. All right. So we have an idea about dimensions. What is something that really doesn't have dimensions that we looked at that's in the title of our book that we were doing? Nathan? Huh? Well, Swivl doesn't really, does it? But what was something else that might not have dimension that's actually geometric? The dot. All right? When you start this activity, your math track, you're going to have 10 tasks. Now our 11th task is for those who might finish earlier and for enrichment. I would like everyone to get out their dot and the line math track handout packet. Turn it, since we've looked at the directions already, turn it to the inside page where you see STEM and literacy. Okay? All right, STEM and literacy at the top. STEM and literacy, so you can find the correct page. Underneath STEM and literacy, what does it say that you're going to do in large, bold letters? What does it say you're going to end up doing? Our mermaid from the sea on Hat Day, beautiful lady, what are we going to do?
Find
Find shapes with useful and or beautiful rolls. You know when you made your crown, your mermaid crown, and you wore it down for Hat Day today, you found shapes and you've made it. It now has a beautiful roll, doesn't it? All right, so you there. She did. She did that and didn't even know we were going to do this today yet, did she? Useful and beautiful rolls. That's what you're going to do. There are shapes out there that have useful or beautiful rolls. Once upon a time, there was a sensible straight line who was hopelessly in love. Well, what? Once the line was in love and he realized the dot was not going to return his affection, what did the line go about doing in order to get the dot to pay attention to him?
Man himself into like boxes and shapes and stuff like that.
He changed himself,
He
didn't
made
he?
himself like art and stuff like that.
He transformed himself, didn't he? All right? He transformed himself. So, art, boxes, everything. Which one of those would be useful and which one of those would be maybe beautiful? That Hannah's mentioned. She mentioned boxes and she mentioned art. Are they beautiful, useful? Yeah? How, in what way? Hannah, you want to?
Boxes are useful for storage, but art is just pretty in general.
Art, yeah. You could make a, yeah, art is beautiful. Boxes would use for storage. You could make a box beautiful. Okay, but still useful, isn't it? So you're going to go on a math track and look for things. Remember, you were able to, if you wanted to have taken some pictures at home. If you have some of those already that you've emailed to yourselves, that's great. If you haven't, then you're going to do it in class, all right? So you're going to walk around the room. You're going to utilize things in the room. They're all over the room. There are shapes there. You've got rulers and tape measures in the baskets at each table. You have a copy of the dot and the line book if you need to refer back to it, and you may well want to do that. You have extra copies of the books over there if if one person in the group wants to look at a book at the same time. We have the Promethean board up here at the front. It already has a couple of rulers pulled up on it from last class period. They pull the rulers up. There's two up there. I have one up there. Somebody else pull one. There's the shape makers that you might want to pull over to help you do some things. And, you just take turns with that. And, if one group's up there, then another group would need to just kind of wait their turn. All right? And don't spend too much time up there if you end up using that. But there are lots of other things to do, okay? So each group could take one turn up here until all the groups looks like, if some groups don't even go up here and use this from when we've done this before in the past. So the first task that you're going to take on, and remember you're going to get a picture of it, and all of the pictures that you take are going to go into some sort of presentation. Your choice. Could be a Prezi, could be a slideshow, could be a Powtoon. You come up with ideas. Yes, sir. Hang on. Sir? Oh, your group is only 3 people because we just don't have anybody else in this. So y'all will go to the 3 of your group. The others, are going to be the pairs that we had before, okay? You got if there's 4 in a group, you're going to go with your face partner, all right? You can go with your face partner. The seats are numbered. If there are 3 people at the table, you're just going to go with the 3 in a group. We don't want, now the entire group is going to help each other out with the math, to make sure the problems have been solved properly. But as far as the picture taking and the presentation, it's either going to be a 2-member group doing that together and sharing in the Google Classroom, or it's going to be a 3-member group if there are 3, like your table, okay? So good question, all right? Got it? and you all share. You all know how to share with Google, don't you? Share documents on Google. Share your slides. Share your pictures. Share good. All right, because we've done that. So, any more questions about that? Yes.
I have a question. If you want to do Prezi, it costs money.
No, there's free accounts too. Yeah, there's the free accounts. Several folks have done one. Ryan did one for the last project that we did. But you get the free student account. The ones that cost money are the ones for businesses. So you have to get like a free student account. Okay? And Powtoon's free. Yeah, we believe in free. We're not going to pay for extra stuff around here. We're going to do the free stuff, okay? So, your first task. You're going to do one task at a time. You're going to accomplish the first task before you move on to the next task. You're going to communicate your thinking, as you always do for your work, on your Communicating My Thinking document. You're going to get that down. Any math problems? Okay, whatever. What are some other ways you can communicate your thinking? What are other ways that we communicate thinking besides showing a problem worked out? What are other ways to communicate or show your math besides numbers? What have we done? A graph? Well, you might, in geometry, might not run into a graph, but you might. What are some others? What do we do? All right, Lexi, what's another way?
Like, maybe when you're trying to figure out a problem, like write down what you're thinking in a sentence.
Perfect. Write that in words, like a sentence, to solidify that thinking. What else? What else have we done? Well, you have geometry shapes. Well, what did you do when we studied them and we were drawing? I just almost said it. A little cough. What else can you do? Draw. I heard you. All right. So, tell us again that. Draw. You can draw. Okay. There are all sorts of problem-solving strategies. Remember that poster? The problem-solving strategies over there? Draw a picture. Make an organized list. Make a table. Okay. All your strategies. All sorts of strategies. Okay. All right. So, you are going to start out with a dot. You need to find a picture of a dot. Get a picture of a dot so you can put it in your presentation. You're going to describe what is known about the dimensions of a dot and tell what are dimensions. That's what you're going to do for a dot. Then you're going to go to the next task. Line. Task 2 is a line. Find the length of a line. Describe what a line is like. It is your decision about whether you're going to do centimeters or inches, millimeters or whatever, yards or feet. You might run into some of that, but that's your choice. You can mix it up. One task you might do in centimeters, another one you might do in inches, another one you might do in feet. Okay? Just be very careful with the rulers. And that you start this ruler here, up here on the connecting board. If you were going to measure a line, if you were going to measure inches, which is on top, where should that line start? Where should you start measuring? Caroline? At the zero. Okay? Compared to what? What's the mistake that some folks might make and start measuring?
They start at the end of the ruler.
They start at the end of the ruler. They do. Okay? So you must start at the zero. All right? What do you think you might do if your ruler is too short? What do you think could be a strategy that you could use if you had too short of a ruler?
Add another ruler.
Add another ruler. Yeah, you could. You could add another ruler. We have more than one ruler, and you got a tape measure. If something's too short, put it together. All right, so are there any questions? Because I want y'all to get busy, and I want to walk around groups and see what's going on and see how I can help, see how you can help each other. But most of the time, I'm going to ask, if you ask me a question, I may very well do what I do a lot of times, which is ask you another question. All right? To get you to think and figure it out yourself, okay? So is everybody ready? Wave at me if you're ready. Wave at me if you're ready. Wave at me. All right. I see people. All right. Put your hands down. It looks like everybody's ready to get started. So talk first about what you're going to do. You can get out an iPad. One iPad per table. You're going to take care of it. So let's get started. Okay. Y'all gonna do a present, okay? You two, so Cameron and Anna are gonna make presents. So you're already getting started. Your name on there, good. Try to slide. Good. Will you be able to find it? So y'all gonna make, you wanna make a present too?
So like,
You do theirs.
so like, you know what else do does the face like we also do that with the dog.
All right. Okay. Let me go over here. What was there? What was that? Oh, what tools do you have from the outside? Well, yeah. And also, where can you look up? Yeah. Get your Chromebooks out and find out what experts online.
Alright, so
You need to do the formula. When you get
I
to
guess
one,
Molly will
you start where you look again and
and
you
I'll
start tapping.
and just like
Is it
Molly.
circle?
So
Well,
if I
you need
take
to
my
use
extra
some
pictures
formulas.
just in case like
In every basket,
you can
there's
do
a
I'm
helpful reference sheet. One side first has your formulas,
you can do a
and
presentation.
you
You
have
can
your
also like
notebooks,
write down notes if you want.
and you have the internet, and you have your math books. But there's also a reference sheet about
What do you want to search up with them?
shapes on the back. And there's useful geometry formulas and 2 and 3D shapes reference sheet, and you have online information. Okay? And you also, number one, your task, you see that? You've done that cross section, and you think back to the activity that Friday the other day, you played it. And you also think back, what other activities you did prior to that you did on your own? What y'all did your homework before that? Online, virtual church, you did that flip lesson.
It's okay.
There are all sorts of sites out there. So you can find them.
I have 3 questions. What?
Here's not a full one for that. To measure one way. You could, but you know what I want you to do? But I want to see you work out on your communication. And so that would be a way to check yourself. You know, on self-checking, see if
Is this the? Well, you can use it.
Yep, remember there were 2. What does the D stand for? Diameter. Okay. What does the R stand for? What are the dimensions? Yeah. This should be R. Alright, R stands for radius. Alright, let me go see what Ava needs. Alright, Ava was asking, you cannot spell. Alright, you know, if, okay, that's what I was meant. If you want to do separate presentations, do you still want to do your pictures together, or do you want to work separately on that? You just want to work separately on that? Okay. All right, if that's, since you're talking to me about that works for you, it's okay with you to work separately and do separate presentations.
We're doing password.
That's what you
I have no
That's what you want to do, okay? All right.
He doesn't really want to work.
All right, but the mathematics, you still.
Oh my God.
Give me the two. Make sure the mathematics. All right, you check, help check on your mathematics. Okay, which one? All right.
Wait, let's try it right.
All right, you're gonna go on a math track to do what? What's it say? Okay, oh, it says C-test, which is where you what's the narrative? Well, what you can only measure if you have a one-dimensional. How many measurements you have? If you have a two-dimensional. Now, you got the rock hook, you got mine? All right. Go back into school.
You just went like over like the whole thing. I'm just.
Which
The dot.
We're doing seven.
So charge.
So we are.
What's the big
So
one?
always.
Okay.
Alright, what do you think? Are they? Well, you know, sometimes we have to estimate.
Oh, gosh, there's.
That one down there? Well, then you got it, don't you?
Gotta go to
I know.
English.
Well, what's the best one for you? Have to say that word. That bad naughty word. Just 5 tenths. Alright, let's check on Lexi. I'm sorry, darling, I'm trying to get out the crowd. If you talk with me, you make sure that's what you're doing. You take a picture. Like, I had another group. Yeah, if you want to. So you can document, you can't add two times, so you can document your work. That's a good idea. That'd be wonderful. Great idea. Great idea. Good idea. Question? Or you got images? That's images.
And this.
Other
We did not. The first one. That's not the word. You made it like that?
What words would help?
Take a picture of me.
What do you think? On your Google, your school email, yeah, as long as it's on your school email, on your school account. All right, I'm coming.
There.
Three questions. All right, hang on a second. I'll get you in a sec. All right. Oh, all right. I got that. All right. All right. All right. Now, does a dot have area or circumference? You think? You're right. You're right. All right. So. No, it's too. Yeah. What do you think the clock could count as? Yeah, a circle. Okay. The dots are tiny. Yeah, they're tiny.
What is this like? What is that?
It's asking you what it means. it's, you know, I would Google it. That's what everybody's been doing. You can refer back to the book, but I would Google. And in fact, I'd break it down to dimensions of a dot. You know, the few little words you have. Okay? All right. Trikaya, what other question did you have? She asked your question? Okay. So y'all were talking about those questions together? Okay. All right. Don't forget to show your work on here.
Like it's cool. I know, right?
Useful or beautiful? Useful, yeah. Some things are useful, and they're not beautiful, but they're useful. You know, they have a use, you know. So it's not, because that means you can essentially choose anything. You can say it's useful because one of your other things that you have to do is tell what sort of, you have to have a creative description of what role each shape has in the world. So if it's useful, then a period, you mentioned a period. What's its role in the world? Yeah. And, you know, and how is it used? And, you know, and that's its role in the world. That's how it's used. Or a dot could be not just a period, it could be just a number. So, yeah. All right. You are, as long as that's what you're doing, and not texting, and not, you know, and you only email it with your school email. Okay. Any questions over here? Anybody got any questions? You Googled free Prezi, didn't you? Yeah, Prezi free student account. You already have one? That is amazing. That is wonderful.
Okay, so we have to make another picture because like I said this is like a dog has to be something small and it's up here. It's like we're communicating. I'm thinking we should like make a map. Wait, a random map. Like dimensions of it. Just describe it.
Wonderful.
Okay. I'll just wire let's first make a okay.
Mr. Kelly? You can use one of the templates. You don't have to make one from scratch. You can make a PowerPoint or you can find like a template. It's got pretty colors. So you can pick a template. You don't have to make one like you're playing. You get a template.
Don't even try.
And then change all your That's good. Next to life now. Those are pretty. Y'all just have to decide which one, and then did you hear? What she said, you can share, y'all know about one? You can share just like you can with Google, so you can all collect it.
Look at this.
Remember at the end of class, we're doing like
It's okay, just make a long highlight. Okay, I'll just make a long sentence. No, I mean the next page. We're the dog, right? Hang on.
You actually thought there was a 5 on it.
I know. You have an idea about how y'all do it. I'm watching you on the picture. There.
Okay.
Will y'all help them out? What was going on? Y'all had a question? What'd you help him with? Tomorrow? What did he need? What'd you help him with? Where you had to measure the line?
Anyways, it's part of math too. We should do.
Oh, yeah. The line? They're lines on. What about the Promethean boards? Can you make a line up there? Or where are the places there might be lines? In the book, there might be some lines on it. Yeah. Anywhere else?
Oh, that's yours.
You got a ruler? Which one? You and
I'll just do the math thing first. Okay.
We wore our purple today to support the military. Ryan's dad is in the military. Anybody else? Just Air Force. Whose folks are in the military at Shaw? Either Army or Air Force in here, okay? We wore purple today.
Oh, I forgot about
We wore purple today to support our military. And it was Hat Day to support also. But some folks didn't wear a hat. I don't ever wear a hat, but I wore my purple. And you wore purple, yeah. Y'all are coming up. You can 50 and most. You are coming up. Who came up with that idea? And y'all agree with it. Y'all are coming up with the best ideas that I never even thought of. That is really cool. You are so creative.
It doesn't do
That, oh, that is. She helped me with something else. She, you know, that y'all. She is so creative. She's great. You are too. All of you are, but Lexi this week has been my go-to girl. She has awesome. No. Here, do me. Go ahead. All right. Let me get the glasses off. Oh my God.
I took a picture of Dave and
She do that, Anna. Yeah, I guess you're going to have to measure that on the screen itself, you know? You could try. That'll work. You did? That on my Charleston fiber picture. That's not much.
Okay, the second task is
What did you say?
Oh my, I haven't been out here. How's it going? Alright, so you're going to go slideshow. You guys sharing with your partner? Okay. So, oh, I see it. It's on both your screens. Amazing. Yeah, it's wonderful. And I see Calvin's name up there. Love it. And y'all know that I can tell how much collaboration we're doing from my Google. I can look and tell. Y'all know that? Yeah, it is. I can tell. I'm sorry. How about y'all, Anthony and you put a picture in right now? What'd you take a picture of?
we already have a dog.
Huh?
The one I sent you.
Quadrilateral? So now you ready to measure? Gotta measure it?
I'm gonna be using this.
Oh, you just put, oh, okay. Alright, you look at, okay, here you have it, got your picture yet, that's just your basic quadrilateral. Okay, okay. Because it does ask you on there about David. Good, good. Sure. You call her. Yeah, I can tell you're quiet right there. I can tell on your screen.
Anyways.
Or you shared with one another.
You said mine now.
Good job.
I don't like it.
Look at this here. Everybody, Hannah, her top is full of dots. There it is on the iPad. Hannah, all right. Other groups want to take a picture of Hannah's shirt. All right, restroom pass, certainly. So Kaya, how's it going with the group work with your team? How far? What have y'all done so far? You're on the line now? All right, so you're on task 2. All right, Christina. Yeah, it is, isn't it? It's a dot. It's a dot. Well, looking at the dot line.
Okay, now we're in the line. I'll just try to find here. And then I guess for example, let's use the camera.
Oh my goodness, look. Hold it up, Lexi, and let the whole class see. Look. Look what Lexi has. Look what Lexi has.
They already know. Don't touch me.
I need more dots.
Hey, Siri. That is mine. Hey, that's a dot. Dot. Whoa. Christina, we are not doing this.
Yeah, I think third period is
Working.
Do you have any dots? No. I don't care.
I'm going to take a look. This is measuring tape.
That's amazing. That is amazing. So y'all take the picture.
What's this?
Okay. What have you got over there? Look at here. Dots on a shoe.
Oh.
Look at Kiara's shoe.
I have a dot on my shoe.
I think you wore the dotty shoes.
Guys, I found a good picture of it.
Ryan's got a dot. He's got a little birthmark.
I got one.
Oh!
Did you end it, Sarah? No. Hey, okay. Christina. Christina, look. What does that do? It helps the time. Would you rather?
From the book? Yeah. Okay. Excellent. Excellent.
Where's the image? What do you want?
What, Roxy? Molly? Christine, tell me more about how, about the picture. She didn't see it. Look at it. How are you going to measure that? we can find creative ways to try to measure things. So, no, I'm not doing a hit. I didn't get the R6 out. I didn't want people dapping each other.
I do a little stuff there.
I learned all this about that.
Oh, there's something extra. It's actually cold. I put in mine, I couldn't write.
Sure. If it's okay to open that up with Mr. Bear, be very careful. Mr. Wells, oh, Mr. Wells, you're right. Mr. Bear is straight. Look there. Look, Clarence.
The edge of this.
Quiet. There's an announcement.
Title remains purple, so they will be getting a treat Tuesday during lunch. First lunch today, which is 1A lunch, will be getting their treat during lunch on Tuesday for wearing the most purple. And we also would like to mention a couple of people, honorable mentions for their hats. Glenn Braden did a great job, so did Lexi Richardson and Hannah Merchant. But our winner of the most creative hat was Caroline.
Caroline won the hat bag. You won. Yay. Congratulations. Caroline won the most creative hat contest.
What was the rest of the stuff she said? It might have been.
I don't know. Caroline won. And also the 6th grade won the most purple, so we have a treat on Monday.
Somebody get pictures of her face.
All right. It's in the what? You're going to have to log into your Google account to do it. You got to go on. You can't do it on that. That's not because it's not your iPad. You're going to have to log into your Google from there. All right. Time to bring it back down. We congratulated Caroline. And we congratulated Caroline. She won the beautiful hat award. So, this one.
This is a
Yes, you could. You're going to use your clarinet for that. Okay. All right. Just be careful. No. They're gonna get your money back. Yeah. They're gonna get your money back. I'll be back. I gotta turn this around. All right, can we get where we can see it? Can we get where we can see it? What y'all are doing? Can we see it? I want to be able to see it. All right, see what you're doing. Now, what are you doing? I know you're taking pictures now, but what are you using it for?
Your mom's not going to picture.
Okay, on the violin. Good. All right. Excellent. That's a good picture. All right, good job. All right. All right. Can I get a view of right here?
Yeah, you don't play
Can I get a view right here?
I'll play trumpet with my dog.
All right. What are you doing?
I can play
Are you taking a
that.
picture of the You're gonna count it as a line? All right, so you use your instrument. All right. What's that?
I'm just trying to
You're gonna use that in the big dot?
not really big knife.
All right, are you gonna finish it?
Like myself.
Super.
I already have 13. Why do you need to bring another?
What you gonna do?
And I feel like that. Can we take a picture of it?
What's that gonna kill?
We're already having a No, because we just good. That's the wash
Well, you could take pictures of that at home because we're not going to finish today. This actually takes a while. All right, let me check the phone. All right, check the phone and then we'll That's it. See what's it say? Task 4. Read that out loud. So that word or, choose. Yes, yes. Anything else? All right, here you go. All right, that's the bathroom. It's like it's getting a little rowdy back here.
About me.
All right, does anybody have a chance to measure with the pumpkin?
You guys said right here.
That's good.
There's some hints in that book.
No, but when we have to make a.
There's some hints in that book. So you got your picture and you measured it.
Wait, inches are centimeters. Wait, I messed up.
Oh goodness, I love that. You have it as centimeters and inches. That is great. You shown that.
Although my shoe looks
Beautiful. That was real pretty too. I saw that slide. That was beautiful.
I didn't even have like the camera.
You want to take pictures of the book we've read to get started on this? You certainly that'd be fine. That'd be fine. So let's see now. Okay, so you're going to take some pictures. Measuring those.
If we don't know it all,
Voice you're talking. You know okay? And go. John did Hey, your shoes have dots.
Yeah, we already got that.
I'm not.
no, we love it.
That's not one picture. You don't need to take
I would use Google and I would use that book, the document book, to try to find out. Okay, I know I hate to break up our party. I know it's amazing fun, but next class, you know where we're going to start. You know where we're going to start.
Right here?
We're going to, yep, you know, wherever you stopped is where you're going to start. I need to ask everybody to put everything up and to come back to your desk because I'm looking at the time and the bell is going to catch up with us. And our day is going to end here. It's almost the end of the day here. Friday.
We finished the video.
All right.
So
Okay. All right. All right. Well, it's on there. Email it to yourself, okay? Or upload it to your Google account. I need everyone. If you're listening, wave at me. If you're listening, wave at me. All right. You can stop now. So you're listening. Sit down. You were waving, so you were listening. You need to go back to your stations. I need for you to pick up and clean up. The materials manager, who happens to be seated at seat 2 today, is loading those baskets back up with an iPad, with rulers, with tape measures, leftover handouts, spare extra handouts. Everyone is getting out their reflection sheets. Everyone getting out your evaluation reflection papers. You should have 2. You should have 2 reflection papers. One that you do on yourself, on how you did and what why do you believe you deserve the grade, the score, on a classwork grade for this today, for your work habits. The first one, contributing to the learning community. How well did you do? And that's the reasoning is right there. You've done this before. And also on your conduct, so as not to disturb the learning process. Then make sure you write your name on the other one where it says name of student being assessed. Name of student being assessed. And I'm going to have you trade around your group. Okay, we're going to do it a little differently today. We did it by music, before. But I don't really have time to get the music on today. So what I'm going to get you to do with that other one, once you make sure your name's on it, is I want you, if there is someone diagonally across from you, trade with them. Then we'll do another trade. If there's someone directly diagonally across from you, trade with them. If there's not, just hang on to it for a second. If there is no one directly diagonally across from you, trade with either person beside you that does not have yours. If the person has yours, don't trade with them. All right. Then, if you want the diagonal traders, trade with the person beside you. Trade with your face partner. Trade with your face partner. Yeah, trade again. Make sure you don't get your own. If you do, trade again. Sometimes it'll happen in a group of 3. Just make sure you do not get your own. If that happens, trade one more time. Now fill those out. Oh, that is amazing. That's your speeded up. Okay, that'll be part of your presentation. That is show Lily. That's where they put all their pictures together into one big movie. And Lexi's got and it's like all the pictures they made in about 20 seconds.
Yeah, there's 2 of them.
Mm-hmm.
And she was,
So they're going to use that as part of their presentation. So. And we'll always have the memory of the day Caroline won. We'll always have that memory.
yeah, because did you see where we stopped and sat on the desk and I could jump in because we were all
It was wonderful. We had Caroline our winner today. We didn't know that was going to happen.
I really knew
But it
that
sure
we
did.
were
All right.
I don't know.
I need everybody that's listening to wave at me again. Wave. Thank you. Could I get somebody to volunteer to share something that you said about somebody, about how they did today, and why, something good, something positive, something appreciative that you said somebody did today in your group. Ava?
figuring out how to use the website.
Amazing, good. Irene helped Abby. Anna? Yeah. So Abby worked the whole time. Okay. All right. Let's see what Lexi's got to say positively about someone. Won the hat contest. Kara, listening. Let's all listen to what's being said. There.
Ms. Parker,
Yes.
can you call extension 319, please?
Can I do it in a moment?
Pardon?
In a minute?
Yes, I have a quick question.
Okay. I'll call you in a few minutes. All right, Caroline.
Elizabeth really helped us with typing. She was always at the computer trying to make this as best as she possibly.
Wonderful. All right, who else? All right, John. Wait a minute. Let me get back to you so we can hear you. Oh, wait a minute. We can't see you. Let me. All right. It's good. All right. Everyone is going to listen to John.
Jason did really good because he thought like really unique and like tried to understand.
Nathan did? Good. Nice. Anybody else want to share? Anybody else? All right. So, did everybody enjoy what we're doing on the dot and the line and have all the activities we've done so far? All right, we will continue this. Make sure you do a reflection on your hot closure sheet about how you applied dimensions to solve real-world problems today. And I will be calling extension 319